Hi guys, how is everybody? I'm back a week late, but better late than never. Pull up a chair, grab some coffee and you're stitching because this is going to take a while. I have to put on my glasses. I have a list. This time. Let's see, we're going to do February and the first week of March whips. We're going to do about 2.5 months of haul. It's wonderful stuff. You need to watch. My March plans, which are in flux, and the Pearl tag, some exciting news, and a couple of shout outs. The people that I'm going to shout out, I have no idea whether they watch my channel or not, so if they do, that's great. If not, somebody tell them. Okay, let's get started with February whips. I did pretty good on my rotation, which is a week at a time, so I had 4 whips, and the first one is the Santa's Village Stitch Along, and I am almost done with the 4th house. All I have to do is finish down here and put in the snowflakes, and I wanted so much to try to finish that last week and I just couldn't do it. So I don't know, I think I could do this in one evening, so I might just sit and do it tonight. But this, I'm having a lot of fun with this, and I can't wait to move down to the second row. Everybody on the Stitch Along is doing great work and making their changes or just doing them the way they're charted, and they all look great. So good work, everybody. Whoops. The second one is Esther's Waves, which I think I only had the green done. Hello. The green done last time, but I've did this and the blue, and I've done all of the beading of the yellow, greens, and half of this blue. I know you can't see the beads from there, but they're very sparkly. It's wonderful. I am loving beading. I need to do all the beads. So I bought is it the Angel of Love? The one that Tracy says has lots of beads. I think she said it had lots of beads. I have that. We may have to do that sometime in the future. So this is, I'm really loving this. And it'll go down, it goes a couple more lighter blues, and then continues down with purples. So it's going to be really pretty. I'm using the Fiberlicious silks, and they are wonderful to work with. My third one is my Celtic Christmas, which is Celtic Christmas, I guess, which is kind of a mess here. I didn't prepare this properly. Hold on. Okay, here we go. And I got a lot done on this one too. I think I hadn't finished the dress last time, and I had only gotten to about here on this and this. So I've moved up, and I'm starting to work on her dress, and I'll get to her face and the flowers and candles and stuff. And again, I'm beading this as I go along. So so all of this is completely done. And this is going to be so fun. This is so fun. I see myself doing the other 4 sometime in the future. But I might just have to have one of these going like all the time, because they're not hard. It is not hard, so don't be scared of these. If I can do one, you can do one. I'll tell you. And my fourth one is the Pumpkin Passport, which I got caught up until it was the 1st of March. But I hesitate to say this because I can see it very clearly, and other people probably don't, but you will as soon as I tell you, and then you won't be able to unsee it. But I am not loving the lettering. It's, when you look at, let's go on and add that far, they all look fairly spaced out evenly, and then the end of adventure, they're all smooshed together. So every time I look at this, I see it as, let's go on an adventure. I can't unsee that. So I think I'm going to put this away for a while and see if that just goes away over time, if I can live with it. I'm not sure I can live with it for the amount of work that's going to go into this. So this one is going in the, it's not a UFO yet. It's going in timeout for a little while. And we're going to work on something that we really love, like the other three that I have. I really love those. So, and I'm not really loving this one. So we're going to work on something else in the meantime. But that will come up in my March update. So those are my progress for February. I think I got quite a bit done. Yeah. So, okay, what's next? Shall we do haul? I think we should do haul. I'm excited. And if you don't like haul, I'm sorry. You're missing out. So, let's see. And this is a compilation of Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, eBay, Stash Unload, and various 1, 2, 3 Stitch. Yeah. And there's something else in there too. ABC Stitch Therapy, is that it? I think that's the one I ordered the other things from. So I don't remember what I got where, so we'll just go through them all. We have, I got 2 sets, ooh, glare, 2 sets of the new DMC colors because they were on sale. They're very pretty. I love these purples and blues. I can't wait to try some of those. And yesterday in the mail, I got Magic Guide. I have never tried Magic Guide. It's not as stiff as I thought it would be. So I think I will do okay with this. And what I'm going to use this for will come later. And then I have, oh, let's show you this. I'll be back. These are wonderful. You don't know how much money I have spent with magnifier glasses and other ones of these kinds of things when you go on, they go on your head. Oh my God, the one that I got before this worked great, but I could only wear it for like 10 minutes at a time. It was like 5 times the weight of this thing. It gave me a splitting headache. So that didn't work. And I've tried other ones, and I've tried the thing that sits on your boobs, and I've tried the glasses, which do work okay. Some of the magnifier glasses do work okay, but these are the best. And they're not heavy, and they fit anybody's head. So I do recommend these. I got these on Amazon, and they weren't, I think they were maybe $12, something like that. After I saw Teresa Little Stitcher talking about them. So I thought, well, for 12 bucks, I can give it another try. And these work great, so I do recommend these. Oh, we may have a kitty visit too. She is looking for attention here. And then I fell down the Mill Hill hole. Never had one of these, never done one. Now I have to. So we have the Village Bakery, the Clock Shop, the Train Depot, the Country Church, Through the Woods, and the Queen Anne House, which has a story. This one is my favorite, but I don't know whether I'll do it because my husband used to live in a house like this when he was married before. We call it his ex-house. And that was the first thing he said when he saw that. That looks like my house. Doesn't have a whole lot of good memories for him, so I don't know whether I will do this or not, but it's my favorite, so we'll just have to see. All right. And then I found sales on lavender and lace on eBay. None of them have been used. Some of them were taken apart and not in their original state, but all of the patterns are perfect, so I don't really mind that because I take them out of the little packages and take them apart anyway. But Angel of Spring, Angel of Winter, Queen Anne's Lace. That one is pretty. They're all pretty. Angel of Healing. Ah, there she is. The Angel of Love. She has a few beads. So cool. The Angel of Autumn. Great colors on that one. Absolutely perfect. And the Angel of Mercy. Hopefully within my lifetime. And then the rest of them are just various charts, which there's lots of them, but I can go through them fairly quick. Let's see, here's a Heaven and Earth Holiday Eve. But I've got so much Christmas stuff to do. I am never going to do all the Christmas stuff that I have to do. Never, ever, ever. Rosewood Manor, Seasons Changing. I really want to do this one. I really want to start. I found Macintosh Mill on eBay, and I probably paid too much for it, but I really wanted it. Hopefully that one will be something I'll work on next year. And then This is another Charles Wysocki, Harbor Life. And another one, oops, told you I got a lot. They're falling off the table here. Country Heartland. Let's see. Debbie Patrick, Victorians Across America. I'm a San Francisco girl, so we had to get Alamo Square. And this one is the Wholesome Home in Portland, Oregon. And this one is Christmas Victorian 2003 San Antonio Avenue in Alameda, California, which is just across the bay from San Francisco. Alameda is where I was born and raised, not in a house like this. But there's a wonderful area of all the Victorians in Alameda. Before the San Francisco earthquake, a lot of the wealthier people in San Francisco used to make the trek across the bay and have these magnificent homes in Alameda that they used for summer homes and vacation homes. Then after the earthquake, when so many people were homeless, a lot of them came over here and lived in their summer homes and ended up staying in Alameda, and that's how the city actually started. Most of the time it was a vacation place, but after the earthquake, a lot of people, they're huge homes, a lot of people just stayed until they could rebuild, or they didn't rebuild and they just stayed in Alameda. So there's wonderful looking homes in Alameda that look, this is an actual home painted that actual way. It's beautiful. So I couldn't resist that one. And things are falling off. Okay. Oh, the heck with it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I had never seen these before. Designs by Elaine. Elaine Kramer Designs. And I got two of these. Ornament in purple and ornament in red. And it says that they're a jewel ornament series. This is the first and second. I've been looking and I can't find any more in this series. So if anybody knows, these are beautiful. I'm really thinking about doing them all in beads. I think that they would be beautiful all in beads, maybe except for the leaf on the top. But I'm thinking about doing that. So if anybody has ever seen these before or knows how many are in the series, I can't find, the website doesn't work anymore, and so I don't think this lady is designing. I've put a search out on eBay, but nothing so far. So if anybody could help me with that, that would be great, because I love these. Then we have, I don't need another kit, but Paris Market. Kitty, don't touch that, which I love. And there's another one that I have on the way. And then there's the Mirabilias. I know, this is awful. Yeah? What, you want to come and say hi? No? Okay. Well, you can just hang out in back of the camera. You're a back of the camera kind of kitty, huh? Well, maybe not. Okay. We got Autumn in My Garden and Summer in My Garden and Spring in My Garden. I was just looking, I was thinking maybe of doing these, like the 4 of them all in one, but oh, that would be huge. The stitched area is 12 by 17, so I don't think I can do all of them on one. And I'm still looking for the winter, but I will track that down. And then I got this one, My Lady's Garden, which is an oldie but goodie. It's from 1995 and has no beads. Lots of DMC, but no beads. And Nora Corbett's Black Forest Pixie. She so reminds me of the Southwest and Arizona down here. I had to get her. I love the colors of the dress. Let's, I'm almost done, Little House Needleworks. I found this family sampler, which is I'd never seen before. It's really cool because you put the initial in and then your name, and then you can add in like who lives in the house, mom and dad and kids and the dogs and the cats and however you want your family to look. And it gives you all of the designs for all of these different people. My stepdaughter is looking for a home to buy, and so is my goddaughter, which interestingly, they're looking in the same city, so they could be outbidding each other. But I would like to do this as like a housewarming sampler for each of them, because I have no idea when they'll find a home, but I think this is really pretty. And what size is it? It doesn't say on the back. Anyway, I think it's a pretty good size, so I'd probably just frame it something like they have in a simple wood frame. I had never seen this one before. That's really cool. And thank you, Letitia. Don't know if you watch, but thank you. I tracked it down. Have not started it, but I tracked it down on eBay. And anybody else that's looking for it, it is out there. You just have to be patient and wait. So I just got the pattern. I don't have fabric or threads or anything. I think it is all charted with silks, but it's not small. So I think I may do it in DMC. I'll have to wait and see. But I love this. Thank you, Letitia, for turning me on to this one. And last but not least, Carolyn Mazzio. I also fell down the Victoria sampler hole. And the bakery. And the church. And the quilt shop. I also have two more on back order. But these are so cool. I've looked at them pretty closely. The stitching doesn't scare me, but the construction does. So, Carolyn, I hope you're going to be doing really good videos on the construction of these and putting them all together, because that's what I'm going to need help with, I'm sure. And you have to stay online until I'm done with all of them, because I'm going to need you, I'm sure. Okay, that is the haul. Wasn't that fun? Oh, no, I lied. One more thing. The beading, when I started doing the beading on Esther's Waves, I tried doing it with just the DMC, and it doesn't feel strong enough for me. Then I tried the invisible thread. Oh my God, that stuff is evil. Can't work with it. my eyes are not that good. I can't see it. It's invisible. So, excuse me. A couple people recommended, I forget what it's called, Nymo thread. It's like a nylon-y type thing. I went to my L&S and they didn't have that, but they had this, and it comes, I bought one there to try, and then I went to Amazon and bought a whole mess of it. Amazon had these as a set, and they're all different colors, and it's called Eslon. You can buy them individually or in smaller packages, but I went ahead and just bought all of the colors. And this stuff is great. It's nylon-y, but it's easy to work with, it's easy to thread, and it feels much more secure on the fabric. On Esther's Waves, I'm using the color of the beads with this stuff, but on Celtic Christmas, I'm using gold that matches the fabric for all of the beads. And this stuff is great. I would highly recommend it. It was on Amazon. You can buy a small set. I think you might be able to just buy them individually too, to just try it out. But I think this stuff is great, and I can see it, which is really helpful when you're trying to thread a needle. Okay, so that's the haul. Let's do the pearl tag. This is my kind of tag. And this was done by Kate, right? The Queen of Starts. Yes, it was done by Kate. Thank you, Kate. I love your videos. I love your long videos. What irritates you about cross-stitch in general, and why? Probably, like some other people I've seen, it's the amount of time it takes to get a finish. Because as you can see, I don't do a whole lot of little projects. I'm drawn to the big ones, and they take a long time to do. But that's what I love to do. So it irritates me, but it's okay. What designer irritates you the most, and why? I don't think it's not one designer specifically, but I would really like to see more designers do online patterns, do PDFs. They're just so much easier to work with than the big mirabilias or the big lavender and lace, or the opposite, the ones that have a good sized pattern but then put it on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and then you have to take it and spend the money to have it enlarged. So it would be just so easy to have them as PDFs. Even if you don't mark the chart on your tablet or your computer or whatever, to be able to print it out page by page would be helpful too. So I guess that kind of irritates me. Number 3, what stitch irritates you and why? Again, it's kind of a love-hate kind of a thing. I don't like doing backstitch, but I love the effect that it gives. So, like I said, I do it and it looks fabulous, but I really don't enjoy it. The next one I do that has backstitch, I'm going to make a conscious effort to go and to do it as I go along in the pattern, so I don't have this huge thing of backstitching to do at the end. I think that will help, I think. Number 4, What irritates you about non-stitchers? One thing that, there's a couple. One thing that bothers me is people who complain or comment about the expense involved in cross stitch, because we know it can be pricey. But if I'm using, especially if you're using hand-dyed threads and fabrics, which I don't all the time, but I do my share. But like Cowgirl Kate said, she was talking about this one, and I look at it as, okay, one of my friends is a golfer, and she'll pay $40, $45 to play around a golf. That's 3.5, 4.5 hours, and you've blown your money. Okay, well, I can buy a pattern and maybe not the whole thing. I can't maybe not kit up the whole thing, but I can buy a pattern and some threads, and maybe I got fabric in my stash for $40, $45. And it's going to keep me happy and busy for 2-3 months or more. And then they bitch and moan about how much you're spending. And I say, well, I kind of tell them, I'm spending it, you're not. You just spent that much on a round of golf, and what do you have to show for it? A bad score. So that's up to them. Number 5, what irritates you about other stitchers? That's an interesting question. Now, and I know, no names, I wouldn't name names, but the stitchers who on FlossTube or on Facebook talk down to people, talk down to other stitchers for using Ada, or only doing 18 count, or even, larger because maybe they have eye problems, only using DMC, that kind of thing. And or where they shop. And they always say, I'm not judging you, but, well, you know what? Yeah, they are judging me. They are judging. If they have to say they're not judging, they are judging. And really, if you don't have anything nice, don't say anything at all. Oh, and there was something else I was going to mention too. Oh, yeah. A couple of months ago, I was on a Facebook page, and this one lady, who I don't know at all, made a post about how she was getting ready to start this whole new project and was really excited and blah, 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 blah. And she had just finished washing the floss that she was going to use, and she was waiting for it to dry so she could start. And all these people got on there and just sucked the enjoyment out of it for this poor lady. They all were like, well, it's DMC, you don't need to wash it. Why do you wash it? I've never had to wash it. I belong to a guild with 200 people, and nobody ever washes it. And she disappeared. She left that group because everybody just ragged on her so badly. And, people could have just said, oh, what pattern are you doing? I'd really like to see your progress. Why did they have to beat up on her? That was just so not nice. And I don't post on Facebook a whole lot. I belong to a lot of groups and I watch a lot of them, but I don't post on them a lot, but you know what? I'm going to start. And I'm going to call people when they do that, because it's not nice, and you don't know what these people are going through. You don't know what issues they may have that maybe they haven't been able to cross-stitch in years because of a medical problem or something. And this is the first thing they've been able to do, or the first new project they can afford in God knows how long. So I'm going to start calling people on it if they do that. And I'm not going to try and be mean or anything, but man, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. And that's the end of my mini rant for today. Oh, and did you notice? I am channeling Teresa Littlestitcher through my nails. Did you notice that? I thought of her when I picked these polish out. Hi, Teresa. I'm sorry about Chester. I hope you're feeling better. He was a lovely looking puppy. I'm glad you've got the other one, but I understand about Chester. So I hope you're feeling better. And let's see. Oh, Hades, England retreat next February. Yes, I made it in. So I am going to England in February next year, probably actually the middle of January, because my sister lives in England. So I get to visit her and see her new house that she and her husband are building. If it's finished by then, she swears it will be. We'll see. And then I'm going to go to the retreat for 4 days. So the one Haid that I'm doing now is too big to travel. It's like 36 inches wide. It's too big. So I've got 2 that I'm debating on which one I should start to take with me to the retreat. And I need your help deciding, because I really just can't decide. The first one, I have the magic guide that I can use for either of these. The first one I have, and I have this pattern and I have it all kitted up, is 4 seasons. This one I would love to do and ultimately have it framed in a way that each season you could turn it. So have like the wiring on the back, all 4 of them, all 4 ways, like that. I think that would be so cool. So I have that one. And then the other one I'm looking at, and you know, Heaven and Earth is having a sale right now, but is this one. And I am not a gardener. I'm not a bird watcher, although we do get birds in our backyard here, and especially we have a family of cardinals that live near us, and they're out in our backyard every day. But I really like the colors in this one. So what do you guys think? Which one of these should I do? And I want to start one so that I can take part in the rest of the Haid challenges too for the rest of the year. So let's take a vote and see which one of those you think I should start. Like I need another start, but apparently I do. And I'm so excited to meet all these Floss Tube people in person. Teresa and Carrie, and I'm sorry, Dee's not going. Oh, but Pam is. Pam Reed is going, and she's coming over from Canada. And there's another lady from the United States coming, Christy, and I don't know her at all, but I think we need to start talking, and I need to get to know some of these other people. The Floss Tubers, I feel like I know already, a lot of them. So it's going to be I'm really excited. I'm really excited to go and meet people in person. Oh, and Marika. I love Marika. I want to see her and buy her fabric. So that will be so fun. I'm so excited. And, okay. let's do our March plans, even though they're a week late. So I've got like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks of March left. And we're going to be gone for almost 2 weeks of that on a trip, which I'm taking a couple of projects with me. So this coming week, let's just say that the rotation has gone all to hell in March, but I'm okay with that. I'll start it again in April. So for March, I've got three projects. I'm going to work on this week, and we leave next Saturday, and then we're gone for almost 2 weeks. And we get back on like the 25th or 26th, something like that. So I have a new start that I'll take with me. It is the Northern Expressions needlework, Shades of Indigo. Sorry about the black and white picture. My printer ink was low. I'm doing it in Fiberlicious Filament Silks, which I have not used before. Boy, these things are slippery. But I'm doing it in, you can't really see, these 3 colors. I think it's going to be gorgeous. So I started the, and thank you so much. Is it Nguyen or is it Gwyn? I'm sorry, I don't know how you pronounce your name. And from Fiberlicious, and Nicole from Northern Expressions Needleworks. Thank you so much for your help in guiding me on how much floss I would need. I ordered it yesterday, the additional floss that I'll need for this. And of course I was that close to getting free shipping, so I had to order one of Nguyen's new bags too, which looks awesome. So I started this last night, and it is going really well. I think I'm going to have fun with this. Now that I've kind of gotten the hang of the filament silks, they're very slippery, and I have to be, when I run them through the fabric, I've noticed if I just go a little slower, it makes it much easier and a lot less tangles. Oh, and another shout out, Jennifer Apodaca, gridding. She just did a gridding video 2 weeks ago, maybe? Oh my Lord, look, I can grid. It worked out perfect. I've got one little boo-boo, where'd it go? Right there. I'm over one thread. You might not be able to see that. There. But I know it's there, so I can adjust for that when I get there. But the way she does it, and her video is awesome. It's so clear and it's understandable. I didn't do the whole pattern, obviously. I just did 10 by 10, and just to see how it would go. And this is the first time I've used the silky sliver too. I've always used the fishing line. I can't bring myself to use one of the pens. I just don't trust them. So I like this silky sliver too. I will be taking this, working on this week, and taking this on our trip. And then I'm also going to take one of the Mill Hill kits with me. I've never done one of those, so I thought I'd try that. And then I also joined the Stitch Along. I think it's on the Cross Stitch Finish Line, Joe and Molly's page, for the spring solstice. And I think it was Trisha, 3 Owl Threads, that started it. Anyway, doing the Dinky Dyes Spring Heart Sampler, which is, it's very small. It's only about 3.5 inches wide, but I got just some plain, this is Fabrics by Stephanie Chocolate Milk. And I have the other 3 of these too, and I think I'm going to do them all on this. I brought out all of the threads, and they look really nice on this. And these threads, I wasn't going to show you, but you're going to see these. They are beauteous. Plain white beads, but these are the threads. There, you can see those pretty well. It's just those 2, and then 3 things of Krennic, a green and a pink. The pink isn't that pink, it's paler than that, and a gold. So those are the only supplies you need for these, and the others are about the same. So I'm going to take that with me too, and my mag eyes, so I can see what I'm doing. I won't be trying to do any beading because I'm going to be on a big boat. I don't think that would go, I don't think that goes together very well. So I've got those 3 I'm going to take with me, and those are going to be my March projects. I've decided I'm not going to try and mess with getting in any other stuff on my regular rotation. The rotation is just out the window for March. I'll start it back up in April. So, oh my God, 46 minutes. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I shot it out. Carolyn, Letitia, Jennifer, Teresa. Okay, I think that's all. My other exciting news is after 7 years in the making, I'm getting my craft room / office, but it's going to be more craft room than office. And so the room has been all cleared out. The old stuff has been taken away. All of my craft stuff is in boxes in storage. So maybe that's why I needed to buy all this stash, because I was feeling lonely because my stash wasn't here. So after we get back, the 1st of April, it's going to be painted, and then I'm having the carpet taken out and new tile put in. And because this is Arizona and tile is so much easier to take care of than carpet here, because the dust just appears out of nowhere. And then I'm having built-ins put in like the 20th of April. So I will try to do some videos showing progress. I'm so excited. I've already got plans, big plans. So I will show you pictures, and then hopefully I will have a new stitchy spot that isn't in the dining room. I'll have my own. So, yay! And my last thing is I want to give a shout out to my not so local needle workshop. It's in Tucson. It's called The West. And it's not just needlework, it's also a gift shop. And they do a lot of local artists and handmade things, a lot of kids' toys and kitchen cutesy kinds of things. They've got just wonderful stuff. They have wonderful needlework. Needlepoint canvases are out of this world. I want to give it a shout out to them because it's different than any other needlework store I've ever been to, in that it's all volunteer run. And it's a, what do they call it? It's a nonprofit. So it's a nonprofit, and all of their money All of their profits go to various organizations, charitable organizations in the city of Tucson. So yes, some of the stuff does cost a little bit more, but you know what? It's the only needlework place in Tucson, and I don't feel bad spending some extra money to go to a good cause. It's not just going in somebody's pocket. But I was there yesterday, and I picked up a little thing that lists some of the grants that they did in 2015, and I'm just really impressed. They work with the community food bank to provide backpacks for kids. They work with people who have literacy problems or challenges. They give money to domestic abuse victims, centers where they can go for help. The Arizona Blind and Deaf Children's Foundation, the Mobile Meals of Tucson. So they said that they've given over $2 million in grants to the community. So if you're ever in Tucson, it's a little out of the way. It's not easy to find, but it's called the West. And I would really recommend going up there and spending some cash for a good cause. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to them. The ladies that work in there are always so nice. They're all volunteers. You sometimes have to be a little patient. Some of them aren't well versed in the cash registers or their needlework supplies, but there usually is somebody there that is, and they can help you. And they're wonderful. They've got loads of fabrics. They're wonderful at cutting it and making sure that you get what you need at the cheapest price. They don't try to sell you more than you need, and they don't make you buy a whole yard if you want close to that. So give them a try. Anyway, it's called the West, and they're at the northeast corner of River Road and Craycroft. And if you want more information about them, give me a shout out. I will provide you with phone number and email and all of that. So, okay, I think I have 52 minutes. Holy smokes. I have spoken long enough. Thanks everybody for watching. Oh, that's another, I got a question. I all of a sudden started getting buku new subscribers, and I'm up to like 470 subscribers. Where are you people finding me? I have no idea, but thank you so much. I really appreciate. I never thought that I would be even close to 500 people. That is just amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. I will be doing a giveaway once I hit 500, but it probably won't be until after, it'll probably be the end of April, maybe in May, once I get some of my craft stuff back out of storage and I can see what I have and pick out some goodies. So keep an eye out for that. Now you know, if you made it to the end of the video, now you know, and other people don't. If they cut out when I started showing haul, that's their loss. So good for you for making it this far. I will see you soon. I will try to do one the first week of April, but I always seem to be a week late and $1 short. Who knows? So everybody have a good stitchy month. I don't know how much I'll get done on our trip, but we get to go see baseball too next Saturday. Go Giants. And I will talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Keep stitching. Bye.